Hello people, it is lots of and welcome to another video of mine. At this time we are battling against Julian, a German fellow who I actually battled against on a tournament, which I really didn't do that well because I made some mispredictions because I didn't predict the luck to work the way it did, but that's my mistake. This battle was recorded by Blaze Shadowthorn, not SeaSlug as usually, but it doesn't change the fact that I recommend you check his channel out immediately as you do so, as you have the opportunity to do so. Well, right about now, the video will be still here if you want to click on it, but there's also a second part where you can click on it, so it doesn't matter that much. So anyway, I'm bringing my Daniel, Sariel, Skyforge, and Vivian against my opposing German fellow who I already mentioned, Julian, who was bringing Kangaskhan, Greninja, Tyranitar, and a Talonflame. So look at the matchup. My Staraptor is able to intimidate both of the Talonflame and Kangaskhan, and pretty much one-hit KO that Greninja, powering the Sash. So Sariel, though, is pretty much able to take any hit there can dish out, except for the Kangaskhan's double edge, if it has the opportunity to do so. But without further ado, without looking more at the lead matchup, let's jump right into the battle, and Julian is gonna be issuing a challenge to us, and I will be setting up Daniel and Sariel on the first turn as my opponent is gonna lead up with the Ryokou and the Greninja Quajutsu. But anyway, Ryokou and Quajutsu will lose their attack with my Intimidate, and Kangaskhan is gonna react to its Mega Ring, and it's gonna go Mega on this turn. However, I was anticipating a Mat Block fake out, but that's not happening. I get out by close combat onto that Quajutsu and take out that Greninja on one hit because it doesn't have a Sash! And it's gonna fade just like that. So the Kangaskhan is going with the Power Up Punch, not assuming my Staraptor, even though I took a little bit of a break, the old habits resume, saying that Staraptor of mine is actually a Talonflame. But no, it's a Staraptor with Intimidate, not a... Anyway, I'm just gonna go with Thunder Wave onto the Kangaskhan, assuming a Mat Block was coming from my opponent. And now I'm just expecting a Brave Bird onto my Daniel, which I don't want to take with my Daniel, and I'm gonna bring in the Skyforge to take that hit and see. I knew that the Talonflame would go with the Brave Bird onto that slot. Thankfully I brought in my Skyforge, and he takes, well, it takes little damage from that Brave Bird, and I get to go with the second Thunder Wave onto the Fiaro. And now both of my opponent's Pokemon are now paralyzed, which kinda makes things more easier for me, and even though it's gonna go with the Tailwind on this turn, it's not gonna save it from the Speed Blast, no! And the thing is that I'm just gonna go with Dark Pulse, hoping for a flinch, and I'm also gonna go with Overhit, but it misses! But the Ryokou Be Kangaskhan flinches, and now it gives me another opportunity to go with the Dark Pulse and Overhit, but to shooting for the KO on that thing! Because I just definitely want to get rid of that thing, most definitely. Talonflame going with the Brave Bird on my Rotom. Now I'm not sure why it did that, but it doesn't matter, I go with my Dark Pulse, second Dark Pulse on the Ryokou, and I'm gonna hit the Overhit this time and take it out. And now, the Ryokou is defeated. It is befallen, and no longer the Kangaskhan will be a thorn on my side. So, the reason why I attacked the Kangaskhan instead of the Talonflame is because it was the bigger threat for my team than the Talonflame, because I can deal with Talonflame with both of my Blastoise and my Skyforge. So, Skyforge was to retreat, and I decided to bring in Daniel pretty much to die for one reason and one reason alone. I wanted to get the Intimidate off to that Tyranitar and the Talonflame. Even though most Tyranitars are specially based, they tend to carry the Rock Slide, which can hit my Rotom-H rather well. So, thanks to the Intimidate, the Brave Bird doesn't do that much, and I can get another Thunder Wave off onto my opponent's Pokemon, which is just great. It's amusing to me. And Danielle here is gonna take that Rock Slide like a champ because of the Intimidate drop. And now, even though she's buffeted by the Sandstorm, I believe that she is able to hang on from another Brave Bird from that Piaro if it's gonna go for that. So, Daniel here, standing on a nice 90 HP, is going to retreat. I think I forgot the play where I brought it Skyforge, but I don't know if matter that much. The Desporter is going to go with Protect, expecting a close combat, as the PRO is going to go with another Brave Bird onto my Daniel's lad. Yeah, it's gonna go with Brave Bird on Skyforge, and it doesn't take that much from that, and I go with the power onto the Desporter, and Sariel lives with 1 HP after the Sandstorm damage, but it doesn't make that much of a difference because, well, even though Sariel, she is not gonna do that much, but I'm gonna save her because she did so much work allowing me to Thunder Wave the entirety of my opponent's team. I go bring out Daniel one more time to get that Intimidate drop, and also I will go with the almighty the Wall Switch onto my opponent's Talonflame as Daniel lives with the Brave Bird with 35 XP, and Wall Switch will take out the PRO just like that. Just like that indeed. And now it's only the Desporter on the opponent's side, and I'm not sure what it's gonna go for, but it's time for me to bring in Vivian indeed, as the Desporter is gonna get paralyzed on this turn, allowing my Daniel to live from this turn, to see another day, and Vivian has the opportunity to just go with the Mega Lucian, and she will unleash the almighty Butter Spout if Daniel would allow her to do so, but Daniel just wanted to get the quick KO on that Desporter, not expecting it to have Trouble Berry, and just take it out with a close combat, and it will faint, and that, my ladies and gentlemen, will be the game against Julian. And that was an entertaining game, and I had lots of fun playing it, and thankfully, even though the overheat missed, I got the flinch, the para flinch with my Sariel. And this second match was against Josh Lewis, the SeaSlug, who usually records my battles, and I would recommend you check his channel out most definitely because he's a good guy, he's a good fellow, and unfortunately I couldn't upload this battle any sooner, so that's a bit of a drawback because I was a bit busy, and then I kind of lacked motivation to do stuff. But without further ado, let's jump right into the second battle now, shall we? Now shall we? And Josh Lewis is gonna issue a challenge to us, and he's gonna lead off with the almighty, well, I'm gonna lead off with Daniel and Sariel one more time, as you're gonna see it over here, Mega-Kangaskhan. So, Kangaskhan is gonna go get intimidated alongside with the, well, Delphox. Thankfully, I don't know if I predicted the Delphox lead, but I certainly predicted Kangaskhan to lead off. So that's why I brought in Daniel, so I could get the Intimidate, and Sariel will can actually paralyze it, which is just delightful now, isn't it? So Daniel is gonna get flinch heat, and goes with the Heat Wave, and it's not gonna deal that much damage. Sariel takes the critical hit, and my Sariel is gonna be able to Thunder Wave my opponent's Kangaskhan, Mega-Kangaskhan no less, and now it's gonna be paralyzed. And this time, I'm just gonna predict another Heat Wave coming from my opponent and expecting a Power Punch onto my Sariel slot. So, Kangaskhan is gonna get paralyzed. Actually, it went with the Sucker Punch, and yeah, actually, I think I predicted the Sucker Punch onto my Daniel, but even though it doesn't matter, I just thought I could bring Vivian safely, so that's all that matters. I bring my Blastoise safely, and now it's time to go Mega with my Blastoise! And given the opportunity, both of my opponents Pokemon are paralyzed, and that gives me the free opportunity to just go with Dark Pulse, the para-flinching Dark Pulse, and then go with the Butter Spout! And just take it out the Keaton and deal lots of damage to the Kangaskhan, as Kangaskhan actually is probably gonna go with the Power Punch or return onto my Sariel, thinking that it's the biggest threat, but no, my Vivian is definitely the biggest threat here, and the Farmhorse is gonna come out, the almighty Aerodactyl comes out, and Sariel has to retreat and bring in the Daniel just to get that Intimidate drop one more time. So Daniel is gonna get the Intimidate drop onto the Kangaskhan, bringing it to -2 and getting the Intimidate drop onto the Aerodactyl, and now the Sucker Punch does pitiful amount of damage, and Farmhorse goes with the Rock Slide, and now it's the Rock Slide here. Does it, Daniel, and takes her out, but it doesn't matter. All what I wanted to get from this turn was indeed the Water Spout, but I get flinched I get flinched once again, and that it's time to bring in the Ninja Furthon, the shiny Ninja Furthon. Now with his full power, we'll show them what it can do. As the Kangaskhan goes into Sucker Punch, as onto my Protect, Vivian protects itself from the Rock Slide, and the Ninja now takes nothing from the Rock Slide and goes with the flinch! It's my Ninja Furthon! I haven't traded well enough because it gets flinched from the Rock Slide, but even though it gets flinched once, Ninja Furthon has the opportunity to go with the Gyro Ball on this turn as I go with the Water Spout with my Blastoise, get the double KO, but no! The Aerodactyl has the Focus Touch, but as long as my Ninja Furthon can pull up the Gyro Ball, it doesn't help it at all. Now, all what is left for my opponent is indeed the Talonflame of theirs, the T-Flare. The T-Flare is coming out, and now it's gonna go with the Brave Bird onto my Blastoise. I didn't protect it because the fact is that I know that Blastoise can take a Brave Bird from that range, but that's a CP Brave Bird, and well, I'm not too concerned by that because Gyro Balling it twice and then Iron Bob's damages will take it out, and it's gonna one-hit KO my Furthon with a Brave Bird. So it's a win-win situation for me, and I know that I have the game in the bag right about now. And Sariel is gonna come out and be befallen by the Brave Bird of this Choice Banded Talonflame. And the Ninja Furthon has the opportunity to go with another Gyro Ball! Deal a fair amount of damage, bringing the T-Flare to the range where the Iron Barb's damages will take it out. And now it's gonna go with another Brave Bird onto my Furthon, and it will easily leave the Brave Bird damage and then take it out with the Iron Barbs! And that's, my ladies and gentlemen, was the battle against Jones Lewis, the SeaSlug, whose link will be right down there, and I most definitely recommend you check his channel out, as I already mentioned, and also I would recommend you check out my previous battles right there. So what we have here is a previous videos we have here is the battle against Dallas Boy, and also battle against VK, both of them showcasing the team with both of them showcasing the team with Romulus. So if you want to see that, go right ahead, click on either of the battles, and thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for enduring my battles, and thank you guys for enduring my narration. And as always, leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, have a fine day!